Hi, welcome. So, today I thought for a little Sunday morning meditation, I would do a little trial run with my new beautiful oracle cards. It's called Solace Oracle, and it is pretty special. It comes with, I'm doing too many things at once. It comes with a pendulum. So, jelly bean. Oh, one moment. In or out. There you go. Nope. Oh, that's my chair. So, let me light this candle. And before the cat jumps up here, he's my little buddy this morning. He's been in, out, in, out. Matches. So anyway, I got this oracle deck. It came in the mail yesterday, and it comes with a pendulum, and I've already attuned it. If you're not familiar with pendulums, highly recommend looking into them and just maybe seeing if you want to add that to your own practice. I like to use it as just sort of a yes-no tool, to see what if I need a direction one way or the other. So one of the ways the author recommends using the pendulum with this deck is to kind of keep dividing the deck in halves, asking it something along the lines of which deck at this point, or which half contains the message I'm meant to hear or read, and you just sort of keep going until you're down to however many cards you want to pull for the reading, or however many it says you should pull. So we'll try to move through this quickly, because sometimes the pendulum can be a little slow to give you a yes or a no. So we'll just set the intention that whoever's meant to hear the message that's going to come out of this, that it resonates with them in some way. And if not, that's okay. Maybe it will at some future point. So what we're going to do is just divide them in half. And like I said, I've already attuned this pendulum to my energy, so I know what my yes looks like, and I know what my no looks like, and I know what my maybe or I don't know looks like. So what we'll do is just ask, is this half of the deck meant for today's reading? It settled into a no, but I always like to double check. Is this half of the deck meant for today's reading? Also no. Hold on. Is this half of the deck meant for today's reading? Okay, that's a yes. It did start out as a yes, but I don't know if I influenced it too much. Is this half of the deck meant for today's reading? Okay, so with my pendulums, I have a few, and I use them in my Reiki practice as well at my studio. And I am such a skeptic by history, and I just always come with that, like, is this for real kind of mindset? And that's my own journey. And so when I work with my pendulum, I take such great care to not influence the swaying in any particular direction based on maybe even some hidden preconceptions or wishes or desires that it go a certain way, that sometimes I'm like holding my breath and like trying to stop the momentum. So yeah, that's how much of a skeptic I've been in the past, because I think I've felt like some people who've used a pendulum with me, I'm like, I clearly see the muscles in your fingers like moving. Well, who knows? Anyway, carrying on. So I split these in half again. Let's start over here. Is this half of the deck meant for today's reading? Okay, said no. Is this half of the deck meant for today's reading? Very slow and subtle. I think what I'll do is keep working with this pendulum and start asking it to show me like more quickly and in a more pronounced way. Show me a big yes, show me a big no, and just see if that might work. I know my other pendulum that I use primarily in Reiki is a little bit lighter weight, so it tends to get more of that movement, especially over the chakras, the energy centers of the body. I can really tell which ones are open or blocked with that one. Let's start over here. Is this portion of the deck meant for today's reading? Okay, no. Is this portion of the deck meant for today's reading? Please give a bigger yes or no. Okay, well, that's a yes. Not bigger yet, but we'll work on that. And you can also ask it to, the guidebook says, you know what, if it's meant to show multiple readings or cards, then ask it, is it supposed to be multiples? And so what I like to do is get it down a little more first so it's not overwhelming and muddied with the messages by including too many multiples. Okay. Is this portion of the deck meant for today's reading? Look at that wobble going on. It looks like a yes. Is this portion of the deck meant for today's reading? Looks like the no. Okay. You know, the other thing to do or keep in mind is that if you get so attuned with the pendulum and it gives you a more confident answer as you start to work with it more, which is where I'm at. I'm starting to work with it more. You don't have to ask it for both sides of the deck. Just ask it for one side, and that's what I haven't started doing yet, but I'm going to. Okay. We've got 3 and 2 cards. Is this portion of the deck meant for today's reading? Looks like a little no. Is this portion of the deck meant for today's reading? It's like wobbling at a standstill. It's like, ah. It's a bigger yes. It's a little bit bigger. Okay, so what I'd like to do is I have 2 cards here, and I'd like to ask it that question. Are both cards meant for today's reading? It seems to be a no, so we're going to split it. Start over here. Is this card meant for today's reading? Seems to be a no. Is this card meant for today's reading? Okay, thanks for hanging in there. Since this was our introduction to the deck, and sort of like one of my first trial runs, we went the full yes-no path for all the splitsies of the deck. So with that, a nice inhale, exhale. Let's look at today's card. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love that these cards have this amazing artwork, a number, and that's it. No initial words. I mean, we really sink into the artwork and the feeling of the card, the feeling of the art, how it speaks to us, any symbolism. It looks like two people who care for each other. It looks like a symbol of love. And this reminds me of a musical note. I love the swirls. And so we're going to look at number 14 and see what my cat is doing. Hey! No. Yeah, if you can come up here. Okay, this is oneness. Loneliness is not afraid of being alone, but just missing, ... wanting to share. You go about your daily routine and try to stay busy and socially active, but at the end of the day, you feel empty. Your friends keep telling you it's good to be on your own and you should take some time for yourself. Why are others enjoying the freedom of being alone while your heart keeps looking and longing for another? You wonder if they can really understand the deep and meaningful relationship you once had and now miss. If you feel lost in your current situation, it can also bring on a certain kind of sadness. However, you were blessed to have shared such a closeness with another person, even though moving forward without them brings many challenges, especially loneliness. When we feel lonely, it's not easy finding our joy. There are a lot of different reasons why we might feel lonely. New changes can bring on loneliness, such as a new job, school, etc. Some may be yearning for their loved partner or looking for a new partner to fill the void of their loneliness. Others might be facing a situation where they wanted to have children and didn't, or they might have children, but they wish they could spend more time with them. People can miss family members or someone who has passed away. There are lots of different scenarios, but guidance comes to you now with love and healing from the other side. Archangel Michael, Angel of Oneness, requested to be put on this card, and he is here for you. In oneness, you can uncover the power of your beautiful, loving soul, along with the divine, crystalline fire that burns in your heart. When you realize the kingdom of heaven is found in the love of oneness, you will be able to release your illusions of separation. Archangel Michael can help you find peace in knowing you are never alone. You will be able to gain your divine harmony and happiness through the connection to your oneness, which reaches into the realms of pure being. There you will find and start to your own oneness. And because of this, you will never feel lonely. What a beautiful message. So, oneness. Remembering that we're all oneness. And there's no separation. Not really. It's kind of it's the stories we make up. Loneliness is also a story. But it can feel very real. So with that, what we can do is clarify this further and deepen the reading. So for now, though, we'll pause and go into an extended, which there will be a link in the description. If this resonated with you, we'll clarify further and see if there are any other messages that want to come through. Thanks for sticking with the pendulum. We'll get faster at that. Maybe just do... My cat is destroying my carpet. Here, I will bring him into the picture. Yes. You are antsy. So this is Jelly Bean. He's sometimes a naughty cat. Sometimes a naughty cat. But always full of love. Honestly, he's one of the main reasons I don't feel loneliness too often. Yeah, you're pretty special. Okay, you're done. He has his limits. So anyway, link to the extended will be in the description, and thank you.